Hey everyone, lead trainer with StocksToTrade, Tim Bohen. Today I'm going to be talking about the daily income trader system. You've probably heard me talk about it. I really think it is an absolute game changer when it comes to identifying not only the best stocks, but exactly how to trade them. So I get asked about it a lot, so I want to literally kind of walk you through the day and everything that we do, because a lot of people don't realize just how much is included. So we start out 4 a.m. Eastern. Okay, now you don't have to be up that early, but that's when the daily income trader system boots up for the day, okay? Because as soon as 4 a.m. Eastern hits, NASDAQ and NYSE stocks start trading. Many of you know a lot of these things move big in pre-market. So we have Oracle that doesn't need an alarm clock. It starts running at 4 a.m. Eastern, building a watch list of the most volatile stocks from past as well as present. And it's actually putting together a watch list, and I'll show you that here in a second, of the best stocks of the day. And day in and day out, with one click, you get them. Now, it's compiling information all through pre-market. And then we start getting towards when it's time to really trade. And the beautiful thing is, 8:30 Eastern every single day, I have not missed a day in 10 years, we have what's called pre-market prep. So we do that at 8:30 Eastern for a reason. Number one, I don't think you need to get up crazy early, even though I do. Like the trading day really begins 8:30. Okay, most of the news hits, most of the volume is coming in, most of the pumps are happening. Like everything that's happening really kind of gets going at 8. So I do it at 8:30 so that we can go through all those press releases, all the news, we can recap what's happening in the market, and then we boot up Oracle together. And basically, at that point, we have the most liquid stocks with the best potential, and we go over all of the Oracle levels together. Oracle calculates support and resistance levels, breakouts, breakdown points, both longs and shorts, day trades and swing trades, gets down to just 20 stocks. Now, if you think 20 is a lot, stick with me, because number one, most days about half of them are long and about half of them are short. So depending on your bias, like if you're long bias, which most of you probably are if you're new to trading, you're just going to ignore the red opportunities, the ones that are short selling opportunities, and focus on the 10 that are long. And that's what I'll do for this video. So you're basically down from 20,000 stocks to 10, and we go over every single one of those on pre-market prep, every single one. Like if you've been on it, you've seen it. And you've got my screen, you'll see it later or right now. You'll see all those stocks. We go over every single one, the reason for the move, the key levels, entries, exits, stop losses, and goals in advance of the move. That's what's beautiful about Oracle. Like every single level that we plan is advance. We're looking at key breaking points on the chart. And if the stock hits that price, we trade it. If it doesn't, we ignore it. So by doing that over the 10 opportunities, most days, you've got 4 or 5, and I'll show you today's. I'll show you literally today's. And then that way, whether you set alerts or set orders, you're ready in advance. Now we head into 9:30. You can be trading the Oracle stocks that hit the signal. But the cool thing is Bryce Dewey, you might know Bryce Dewey, you might not. He's made over $1 million trading with the daily income trader system. He goes live right at the market open. So you're only going out, well, basically about half an hour to where I'm done, to a live webinar right at the market open with Bryce. So if the stocks are hitting the signals, which a lot of them do at the open, you've got a mentor there, somebody you can ask questions, seeing him trade, go through it all the way through the market open. And then we're not done, because a lot of these signals hit late day, afternoon plays we call them, okay? A lot of them, some of the best, most predictable plays are continuation plays. We call them the ones that survive into the afternoon. So guess what? I come back at noon. It's called the daily double down. Again, 10 years, haven't missed a single day. I always find a way showing up. Hey man, it's work. You show up for work. Noon, we basically repeat that process from pre-market prep. So now we're looking at the stocks that have quote unquote survived in the afternoon, break down all the levels, all the entries in advance of the move. Okay, these aren't hindsight stuff. Like if a stock went from $1 to $1.50, we go over afternoon plays. Maybe the afternoon entry is $1.60 and your risk $1.40. All of them allow you to be ready in advance of the move. It's not this hindsight crap, okay? So we do that at noon. You've got access to all of that. Trade plans in advance, set alerts, set trades, nail them, manage your risk, like all the things that we teach. And then 2:30 Eastern, Caleb Horst goes live. Caleb's been using the Daily Income Trader for years. He goes and then starts what's called Oracle in Action. So kind of a repeat of the same process that Bryce and I do. He does it at 2:30, getting you ready for power hour into the end of the day. So then you proceed into the end of the day. And after that, 10 o'clock at night, Matt Monaco, many of you might know Matt Monaco, he's made over $2 million trading systems like this. He recaps the days, looks at the after hours runners, because a lot of these stocks will pop off 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way into the 8 p.m. close. And he does the exact same process, getting you ready for the next day. And the cool thing is, all 5 of these webinars are recorded. So if you can't be there with me at 8:30 Eastern, the second the webinar ends, it's available for replay. Usually I go about 15 to 30 minutes. So let's say I go up to 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. And you're taking your kids to school or you're commuting. As soon as that webinar ends, it's there for replay, and you get for replay. And funny thing is, because of the cool streaming software we have, even if you show up late, you can actually rewind that webinar. And I want to stress this, and I know I've mentioned this a few times. Every one of these webinars is planning for future events. So a lot of these stocks that we go over on PreMarket Prep might not hit the entry till 10, 11, noon, 1 p.m. So even if it's just the replay, a lot of them, you can be like, whoa, that one hasn't hit yet. I'm going to set my order, I'm going to set my alert, and I'm going to be ready. So watch the replays. I mean, they're very powerful. A lot of people can't be there when it's live. They immediately watch the replay. On top of that, guys, there's a bunch of amazing bonuses with the Daily Income Trader system. You get a full, unrestricted version of StocksToTrade. All the scans, broker integration, all breaking news. You get full access to breaking news, chat. Maybe you've heard of that. 2 hedge fund analysts that give you all the most actionable news of the day. Unlimited watch list, paper trading if you want to test strategies. Full, unrestricted, unlocked version of StocksToTrade. Okay, it's a game changer. Then other bonuses. You get my ebook. A lot of you might have heard of the 10 patterns that we trade every day. My ebook is included, okay? I send daily alerts via email. I actually pick the #1 stock from PreMarket Prep, send that out to people. Had some absolute bangers. I mean, bangers. So all of that is included in your membership to the Daily Income Trader system. So let me jump over to that tour a little bit, over to my screen, and you'll see I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stocks. Not 20,000, not 2,000, not 200. I've got 8 long biased trades from today, okay, literally today. So if I start at the top of the list, you can see Buru, okay? And remember, every one of these signals that the Oracle algorithm calculates, the stock price is lower, okay? So these are what I call anticipatory alerts. So you can be ready when it hits the level. And that's one thing that a lot of people don't understand about Oracle. They think it gives an alert and the stock is already passed. Every one of these signals is tradable. Now, some of them move really fast. Maybe you got like 10 seconds to make the trade. But that alert in these long bias opportunities will always be higher than the current stock price. So you have time. So sure, there's some, you got to be really fast. A lot of you are fast. I mean, speed's a big thing in day trading. But every alert, every signal is above where the stock price is trading. And on the flip side, with the short side, if you are a short seller, they're breakdown levels. So there's time to make these trades. I have to stress that. So Buru, top of the list, went up 96% from the signal. Next one, OTRK, 69%. Again, you had time to make these trades. Weight Watchers, 13%, and it's trending higher. Like, let me show you Weight Watchers. Just a beautiful all-day grinder. Short squeeze, they announced the GLP-1 treatment. Like, this one is just getting started, in my opinion. So then you go to BPTH, only spiked 10%. Nothing amazing, but not bad. And then you go into Yang. This is a China ETF. Another example of one that didn't hit the signal till midday. It's up 5%, and guess who's heading higher right now? Now, this is the last thing I want to focus. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stocks. There's 3 more that didn't hit the signal. Think about that, the power of that. So now you basically had 5 stocks that you could have traded. Now, listen, if you're brand new, I know that's a lot. That's why I send the daily alerts. That's why we do 5 webinars a day to allow you to hone in on the best. 8 stocks, not 20,000, not 2,000, not 200. 5 of them hit. All were solid gainers. The 2 that aren't up huge are trending higher, look to be gappers into the next day. And there was 3 that you would have never traded. You would have just ignored. Think of that. From 20,000 stocks to 5. And it does this every day. Like, FYI, whenever you see this video, it might be a week, it might be a month, it might be 6 months later. We just chose to do the videos today. Like, I didn't cherry pick a day. This is the kind of stuff that it does every single day. And it's just a random Tuesday that we decided to record this video. We see results like this all the time. So now that you've got a tour, if you're interested in the daily income trader system, this is the neat thing. You don't have to just jump in. When you click that link below, it's actually going to give you a link to a live webinar where we go through everything. Like, you can see it real time. I mean, this is YouTube. It's pre-recorded. You might be watching it a year later. I don't know. But that link below will still be to a live webinar showing you how it works, using it, breaking it all down, and you can attend that webinar and decide, hey, you know what? I'm going to check out and I'm going to take the leap and join Oracle and join the daily income trader system. So hit that webinar. We do them all through the day, even on weekends, 100% live. Every question gets answered. There's no downside to checking it out.